Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Thursday, 26 March 2026, Aries. Have you been reading romantic novels or watching movies lately? This is probably because love is very much on your mind today. You may be involved in a passionate relationship or hoping for one. If it is the latter, don't expect to remain alone for very long. All signs indicate that romance is going to become a top priority for you for a while. Starting now, make sure you look your best whenever you go out. Taurus. Money earned through investment and art, perhaps those combining creativity with computer technology, could come your way today. Financially, you should be doing fairly well, so you might channel what you receive right back into business. This is an excellent time to do it, as all signs indicate that the sort of activity could be very profitable over the next few years. Go for the gold and please enjoy yourself. Gemini. Have love matters been causing you to have excessive strain? If so, you can expect to end that today. Someone you love deeply reciprocates your feelings and is very anxious to resolve any differences between you and look forward to the future. This relationship will probably succeed if you go in with eyes wide open. Don't have unrealistic expectations of your partner. Learn to love human flaws as much as perfection. Cancer. If you're single and looking for love, you may find it today in the most ephemeral way. You could find yourself falling hard for the proverbial stranger across the crowded room. That might pose a problem for you and actually in the crowded subway, but faith is called for here. If that person appears to share your attraction, you manage to find each other. You'll have a lot to look forward to, so please enjoy this touch. Leo. Love certainly seems to make the world go round, as everyone around deeply involved in the revitalized romance. You may be smitten with a very exciting person, perhaps from a foreign country or in the field of law, education or publishing. Don't fight it and don't worry about getting hurt. Relax and let yourself be loved. If nothing else, you should have a wonderful day. Virgo. Has the perfect caress suddenly materialized out of nowhere? If so, don't write it off as being too good to be true. It very well is. Take a few days to consider all your options and all possible contingencies. Talk to people who know the ins and outs of that field. If everything seems favorable, go for it. Such an opportunity may not come around again for a very long time. Libra. A website or TV documentary could put you in touch with a promising educational or spiritual organization whose goals and aims seem to jibe perfectly with yours. This could capture your interest and cause you to want to learn more. A friend may also want to explore this territory, attend a class or workshop together and experience the programs directly. You may want to get actively involved. Scorpio. You could have some strange mystical dreams tonight, possibly involving angels or spiritual beings. Their message could well shed light on a romantic relationship that you might not understand. Keep a notebook by your bed so you could write down the details of the dream as soon as you wake up. You'll want to consider them carefully to see if you can figure them out on your own. Sagittarius. Social events could put you in touch with people in the arts, particularly ones at film, television, recording, and computer graphics that combine creativity with modern technology. If you're single, one might even be a potential romantic partner. If nothing else, these people could provide you with valuable insights and contacts so you could advance your own career, particularly if it is artistic in nature. So please enjoy the meetings. Capricorn. You could spend much of your day advancing the interests of an organization dedicated to a cause that means a lot to you, perhaps in animal or children rights. You tend to be service-oriented by nature, and today you learn perhaps from TV or the internet, and it could excite your desire to make a difference to those you wish to serve. Expect to derive a lot of satisfaction from this, as you surely are making a difference. Aquarius. If you're single, a new love could appear right out of your neighborhood. The person should be attractive, intelligent, free-spirited, and very much attracted to you. You could meet this person in an unusual way and end up spending time together and making plans for the future. Take care not to move on too quickly. You won't want this relationship to be like a meteor, burning out as quickly as it appeared. Pisces. Today you could hold a group meeting of some kind at your home. The guest will probably include people that have interesting fields such as astrology, metaphysics, or environmentalism. A love partner could also be present. Some fascinating discussions could take place, supplying you with enough food for thought to last for days. By the time everyone leaves, you could feel very bonded and far more strongly than you've ever been. So why not start that party and invite them over? This has been your daily morning horoscope for Thursday, 26 March 2026. Do have yourself a great and wonderful day.
DBS family, good morning. And this smile is only gonna get bigger by the day it's coming. Because let me tell you, home day is gone. Today is Thursday. We're winding down. Friday is right around the corner. And oh boy, I'm excited for a beautiful weekend coming ahead. But nonetheless, we're here today. It's Thursday. I hope you're having an amazing morning so far. I hope you woke up on the good side of the bed. Let me tell you, any side is a good side, once you make it a good side. But before we get into the show, of course, let's check in with the news desk. Let's see what they have for us, because we gotta keep in touch with what's going on in the country. And we'll come back right here. Okay, stick with us.
Good morning. Time now for the news. My name is Timothy Polion. A shooting in broad daylight at Leslie Lancastries left 3 people injured on Wednesday. They are a barber, a suspected robber, and a passerby. The incident reportedly occurred just before noon.
Apparently the Rasta is a barber in a barber shop, and these guys came and robbed him. And he pursued the guys, he himself having a firearm, running behind them. As he swung in the yard there, that's what area again, Leslie Land, Waterworks Road. There was an exchange where the Ras got shot in his leg apparently. So the Ras fell, but in the exchange of shots, an innocent bypasser got shot as well. There was a guy on the road with a mentally challenged child who had to try to struggle to get the child out of the way because the guys was firing shots all between the people.
The island's tourism minister is defending the demolition and relocation of the iconic Marie's Fish Shack, claiming the 48-year-old structure was a public health hazard and lacked basic running water and proper sanitation. However, the proprietor is firing back against those claims, joined by her family in a fight for fair compensation as they face ongoing delays and a lack of formal written agreement.
How can we encourage in 2026 to have a facility where somebody comes to the beach for the day and they need to go to a restroom, for you to have to tell your guests, go in the bush? I mean, think about it as St. Lucians. This is 2026, for goodness sake. Somebody comes to eat their food that is cooked and there's no running water. There's no disposal facility for wastewater. None. And yet we're saying that we are world class and we're telling the whole world that they should come to St. Lucia.
Finally from us this morning, Prime Minister and Minister with responsibility for Finance, Philip J. Pierre, Tuesday presented during a sitting of the House of Assembly the estimates of revenue and expenditure for the $2.18 billion budget for the fiscal year 2026 to 2027. The St. Lucian leader has expressed cautious optimism.
Mr. Speaker, this year's budget, 2026-2027, will continue to build on the progress already made by consolidating the gains we have made by deepening our investments in critical infrastructure like the Hiwanora International Airports, modernizing our education system, removing barriers to business growth, and expanding the economy while ensuring fiscal responsibility.
And that's the news. Thank you so much for watching. Join us at noon for our next news major, the Lunchtime Report. I'm Timothy Polion. Good morning.
As always, thank you, News Desk. Stick around. This is DBS This Morning. We'll be right back. JCI St. Lucia, have you heard about it? If you haven't heard about them, you will pretty much very soon, of course. But right now, they're going to be having a seminar for you if you're a young lady or just a woman aspiring to be a better leader when it comes to supervising or managerial roles. All right? Her Path to Leadership is the name of the seminar. And I was joined by Christelle Lubin, who's going to tell me all about it. So let's chime in on that conversation. Ladies, stick around. You want to hear this. DBS family, I'm joined here by Christelle Lubin, chairperson of Her Path to Leadership.
Yes.
All right. So I'm guessing by those words you could already see where we're heading with this here. All right. Now, a very big event is coming up, and you're here to give us all the details about that.
That's
because I believe any woman here, young, older, as well, anyone who's looking to improve on themselves, to better themselves in any leadership role or aspiring to be in a leadership role, should capitalize on this. Good morning, Christelle. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning. I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm fantastic, actually. Thanks for asking. So, tell us about what's coming up here.
So this project is a seminar for female managers and supervisors. this project is mainly to help persons improve on their leadership skills and to empower women.
Excellent. Okay. So then we're seeing that now.
Yes.
I know a lot of women are watching and gonna be like, okay, well, this may be catering to just a particular kind of woman. Is that the case? Is it open to
No.
just anybody
Yes.
who's
So,
interested? Or?
so it's open to everybody. Yes, the seminar is a female supervisor and manager seminar. However, anybody can attend the seminar. If you are in those leadership positions, yes. If you aspire to be in those leadership positions, then you attend. If you just want to learn and grow, I strongly recommend anybody.
Excellent.
Yes.
Now I do realize that you guys have a featured person on here who will be, I'll say, leading
Yes.
the entire aspect.
Yes.
Tell us about her.
So the facilitator is Mrs. Shermaline Sidoni John, and she is the perfect person to facilitate this seminar as she has a way of connecting with persons, she has a way of having those meaningful discussions, and she creates that safe space for everybody. And with her experience and her knowledge, she is really the perfect person for this seminar.
Excellent. When it comes to the seminar now, in fact, before I even go there,
Yes.
these kind of initiatives, why would you say they are important? Especially in today's world where, I wouldn't say it's as much a man-leaded world now. Things are obviously changing.
Yes.
But then to help that change even become more of a reality, I guess things like these are important. But apart from that, why else are these things important, especially for women now, young women especially coming up? Why do you think it's important?
Yes, so having these initiatives like this creates great opportunities for a lot of women. They get to network, they get to share their experiences, they get to also gain knowledge from other women like themselves. And I always advocate for women taking up space and partaking in those initiatives. Yes.
Right. Finally, I'd like to ask maybe just a few more questions actually.
Okay.
But it's fine. What now would be the main takeaway? When someone attends now, they go through the networking, they share experiences, they learn from each other, it becomes this one big network at the end of the day.
Yes.
What now would be the big takeaway for them? What drives it home for everybody who attends?
So after doing this training, because it's a full training session, you gain more experience, you become more confident, you improve on your leadership skills, and then you can take that back into your workspaces and you just share the knowledge. Yeah.
Excellent. And hopefully we can blossom a lot new, well-suited, well-equipped leaders of tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Amongst the women community.
Yes.
Excellent. Let us know where it's happening.
So this seminar is happening at Coco Palm Hotel, Palmville Conference Room. It's happening on March 31st from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Hope to see everyone there.
Excellent. And pricing?
Yes, $350, yes.
All right.
And that entails a certificate, the training session, a full day's training session, and the kitchen meal.
Now, ladies watching, to me that sounds like a bargain. Eh?
Yes.
I think what we call colloquially a bois. All right, so capitalize on it. You have some time now, okay, budget into it. I believe you should prioritize this at the end of the day. Because even if you may not want to go into a leadership role, I do believe it's important to have these skills at the end of the day.
Yes.
Because in one way, shape, or form, we're all leaders at the end of the day. So why not? All right, at the end of the day, come on out, attend, network, build a relationship, foster some new skills. It's an opportunity we should capitalize on, right? Ladies, yeah, I'm talking to you all. No second guess it. All right. Thank you so much for being with us.
Yes, thank you so much for having us.
Excellent. And of course, we do look forward to seeing what you guys come up with also. And hosting all of this is JCI.
JCI,
right?
yes.
But in the future, we will be back here to discuss a bit more about JCI, yeah?
Yes, we will.
All right, excellent. Thank you for being with us.
Yes, thank you.
This morning, keep it locked. We'll be right back. family, this is such a warming feature coming up for me because, you know, for those of you who may not know, I was brought up in a theater background as well. And, you know, I had many people coach me along the years. One of them is a young lady who I'm going to be interviewing very soon, who is Kentia Louis. And when you're at Kentia Louis, you know we're talking YouthSPAC. A production coming up soon, because you know we're still in the month, the Women's Month, of course. Dwen is the name of the production, Her LC, and if you heard those names, you know what's coming up. Something very much to keep us thinking and on our toes. Join with Kentia, let's see what she has to say. DBS family, now, let me tell you, my heart is so warm right now because this young lady next to me, right? I've known her for so long, so many years, right? And you know, once you see this face and you hear the name Kentia Louis, 2 words, or is it like 1 word? I'm not sure, but one name comes to mind all the time, and that is YouthSPAC. All right, we're talking anything to do with education, we're talking about youth development, we're talking about theater, most importantly, and so on. And in celebration of Women's Month, we're here once again with you, Kentia. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, and thank you as always for having me.
Of course. So, what are we talking about here this morning? I know there's some big stuff coming up.
Yes, so it has been our tradition. We have a program called She.LC, 10 years in the making, and we always try during Women's Month to have some sort of activity that is arts-related, arts-inspired. So this year, we are going to be putting on a production. It's called Dwen. And yes, people are saying Dwen, as well. I know that name Dwen from our mythological characters and also, yes, gives you an idea. It's not a total realistic play, but it deals with some very, very interesting dimensions and topics. And it's written by Dr. Paloma Mohammed out of Guyana. She's a Caribbean laureate and a good friend of mine. It's a play I have a special connection to. And it really looks, in a nutshell, at the life of a young female artist trying to find inspiration to create art. And what happens when society, and in this case, the spiritual part of society decides, oh, we know what you're supposed to be doing. We will show you what you're supposed to. You want inspiration? Look. And what happens to that? And it brings up questions as to free will. And who decides what's best for you? And especially as a female artist, you know. Also, what do we allow to distract us? And are we always 100% sure the things we think inspire us, are they really there to inspire us, or are they there to distract us?
Wow.
Yes.
We haven't even seen the players yet, but just from that description alone, it already puts you in that kind of pensive attitude. I want to think, wow, that's incredible. Okay. That's deep.
Yes.
Very deep. But it's interesting because it truly is, I mean, and maybe not just from artistic standpoint as well, just maybe in general life as well. There are a lot of times when, I mean, not just for women, but, you know, you may be doing something and there's so many influences and it's so hard to decide which influence that you actually give more priority.
Yes.
You know, which one you choose to lead you and so on and so on. So that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Of a play and so on. When it comes to the production itself, aside from the story, maybe talk to us about maybe some of the emotions we might be able to face.
Well,
just to give them a heads up, I believe you need to prepare yourself. With
you're
this
going
one.
to laugh, you're going to cry, you're also going to get angry, and you may feel vindicated based on how your perspective in terms of this play. But I can tell you, in the end, because we have 3 characters played by 3 wonderful performers, Hazan Louise, Sunshine, and Trinity. Isaac, the 3 of them I've had so much fun working with them. And of course, my stage manager has been Crystal Lee. So nice female, centered piece. But we've been talking about, boy, which character do you think the audience would like more? Which one you think they will hate more? Which one they will not be sure how they feel about? Because none of the characters are bad characters. It's just that we all have our perspectives. And we fail to realize what we think is the best for someone or for ourselves may not be when you actually let us interact with each other. So it's not necessarily anybody's fault. It's just the combination sometimes does not work.
Right.
You know, and that's something that we have, I think, in life. We always need to resolve it by saying, well, I didn't know. Sometimes it's just, that's the destiny.
You just need to understand perspectives.
Perspective, and some things just don't work out. On paper, it sounds good, but,
Right.
you know. I must say I had a lot of fun with this because it was a female visual artist. I really looked at the visuals, so there's a lot of play in terms of the costuming, the set, even in terms of the artwork just generally. I took a lot of inspiration from, this might give people a little more clue as to the things involved, to Dunstan Stentoma's work, especially that series he did, because he kind of did the Mother Child Madonna series
Wow,
himself.
that's going deeper and deeper.
Yes, try to layer it so that
My
you could come.
goodness gracious.
If one thing doesn't catch you, something else will catch you.
Right. Before we go too deep,
Yeah.
okay, because we're just waking up here in the
Yes.
morning. All right. So, where is it happening? What's the price? If there's a price,
Yes.
of course. And all
Yeah.
the other jazz.
So it's going to happen. The play will be held on this Friday. We have a 12:30 matinee for schools. We're doing that with Ministry of Education. Gender Relations, they have endorsed as well at this production.
Right.
But for the general public, we do have shows on Friday and Saturday at 7:30 at Warehouse 11.
Excellent.
Warehouse 11, that's in Butse, behind the Shoreline
Right.
building in the back
Right.
there. Lovely space.
If you're still unsure, opposite Monroe, the
Yes.
blue building, Caribbean LED lighting.
Right, in the
There's
back
an alleyway
there, yes.
Go all the way at the back. to the-
Right. It's $60 for the ticket, and come ready to discuss, because that's one of the things that we do, especially for She.LC. We don't just perform for you. There is always a discussion afterwards, and it's always extremely interesting and enlightening. So come ready, not just to watch, but you complete the process by being part of the discussion, sharing what you feel. Good, bad, and ugly, we are open to it all.
So that's following the production.
Following the production,
Excellent.
yes. Mhm.
And I'm pretty sure we're encouraging men as well.
Oh, yes,
to
it's for
be a part
everyone,
of the
yeah.
conversation. Because
Yes.
a lot of time we feel as if anything to do with women, that men are always.
They're part of the equation. You
But
cannot.
we need to, I mean, at the end of the day, we all
Yes,
need to coexist and understand each
And
other.
understand
Again,
and,
perspective.
Perspective.
There
Very
we go.
much
That's,
so.
that's probably the word for today. So
It's perspective.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Kinsilia.
Thank
And
you.
Of course, Warehouse 11, of course, I will be there. I will make sure I will attend.
Yes.
Because, I mean, goodness gracious, the way you described this here, and being a theatre person myself, I need to be there. Senusha, I do encourage each and every one of you, make it a lime, please, and thanks. And it's, I mean, it's more than just a lime at the end of the day, because these are the kind of topics and discussions we need to be involved in, and to better understand each other. I mean, why not, you know, at the end of the day? So, yeah, let's make it a productive lime.
Yes,
Just put it that
definitely.
way. All right. She.LC. Excellent. Thank you so much, Kenty, for being here with us.
Thank you as always, and I look forward to seeing all of you Friday and Saturday.
Excellent. Of course, it's DBS Morning. Stick around. We'll be right back. Now, DBS family, if you keep locked to us as you should, because I mean, why would you not? I mean, your DBS family is supposed to. We're talking now Relay for Life. And of course, you know we're talking Relay for Life. We have to chime in with Dr. Remy to know what's the update. This Saturday is the event, and I know you're already registered, and I know you're ready. You got your shoes laced up and ready to go and walk for a cause. All right, let's talk to Dr. Remy and just get an update on things. And you know, let's just see what's going on. Yeah, Dr. Remy, she's coming up. DBS family, of course, back once again, and you know when this face they say you know what we're talking. And what's most important to talk about right now is Relay for Life, happening this weekend, this Saturday on the SAP. Doc, how are you feeling this morning?
I'm good. I'm tired, but I'm good.
Can't honestly imagine.
I woke up at 4 o'clock. I wake up at 4 o'clock every morning. I'm like, okay, Relay for Life. That's the only thing that's on my brain until Sunday morning. So yes, I'm excited.
But
I'm ready.
We are on the home stretch.
Yes, we are.
We are. I know persons out there watching, all of the latecomers, those that like to wait last minute,
Yes.
probably have a lot of questions
Yes.
about Relay for Life. So let's just give them like that refresher right now, okay?
Okay, so let's start off with what is Relay for Life. So the word relay means team. The only thing that it does not mean in this context is race. Okay, so it's a walk/run, whatever it is that you'd like to do for the 6 hours that you're going to be at the SAB at this event. We encourage teams to be formed. It could be a one-person team, up to maybe 20 people.
Okay.
And essentially among yourselves, you decide how that 5 to 6 hour period that you're expected to walk, how you're going to spread that out among your teams. So if you have persons who are younger or older, fit or unfit, you can decide who's walking for 5 minutes or one lap versus who's doing maybe the entire 6 hours or maybe 2 hours. But for any given time, during that 6 hour period, somebody from your team should always be on the track walking.
Right.
What do you expect when you come to Relay for Life? So you will expect that the VG field has been a little bit transformed into a track. So we're not playing football. So we have the outline of a track. We also have booths where there's the educational component. You can come and get your blood pressure and your blood sugar tested. There's a section that's for kids. You can register on Saturday. We prefer that you register before, but feel free. There are things that you can purchase, like our bags, our accessories, etc. There are other activities that we're not even talking about, but you need to come and see for yourself. There is food. There's a bar that's going to have non-hard alcoholic drinks. I'm being very specific. We have to stay true to the brand, right? So we're talking about cancer awareness. We can't have hard liquor
Of course.
for sale, and definitely a non-smoking zone. There are 3 main components to our Relay for Life. So we're hoping to start on time. So on time is 2 o'clock. Of course, we have to have the formalities, the opening ceremony. We introduce our Heroes of Hope. So in this case, these are 2 lovely young women who are survivors, Miss Lynn Monrose and Miss Tamika Alcid, who are both survivors, who are both advocates, who are both inspirational to other survivors. And so we will allow them to give brief testimonials, and then we move into a bit of a warm-up, and then we start. So the first lap is always done by our survivors, where we celebrate them. So we invite all survivors to come to this event, which is free for you, where we will take care of you. If you come with your caregivers, persons who lend you support, you're free to do that. Bring the family, bring everybody. Then the relay will continue. So the rest of the teams will, after the survivors do the first lap, will start. We've opened up an additional route or alternate route to persons who think that walking around the VG field for 4 to 5, even 6 hours is boring, even though there's entertainment, there's music, etc.
Right.
So the alternate route takes you past Red Cross, up to Obey Seraphine, back down to Point Seraphine, past the financial center,
Right.
back out onto the highway in front of the VG field, and you make that circuit. Okay, so if you think you want to run, if you think you want to walk, you can do that.
Right.
As it starts getting dark, we prepare for our candlelight ceremony, otherwise known as the Luminaria ceremony.
Right.
We have bags on sale where you can dedicate in memory or in honor of persons who are alive or who have passed, but who are or have gone through a journey of cancer.
Right.
So these bags are $10 each. We've already decorated them for you. So when you come, you can purchase your bag, and you can, in your own handwriting, in your own words, you can actually put in memory of or in honor of whoever it is you'd like to dedicate.
Right.
So as it gets dark, we assemble around the field. We turn off the main lights, and we allow only the candle, which is tea light candles, not real candles, and glow sticks to create that atmosphere.
Right.
We're gonna have some performances by gospel singers. It's not a long ceremony, but if you've missed the rest of the relay in terms of registration, everybody's invited to participate in this portion of it.
Right.
After that, as we close off, we invite everybody to join us for the final lap, where we commit to continuing the fight against cancer. So we will all make that last lap, again signifying that even though the event has ended, cancer does not sleep, and so neither do we. I think that sums it up in terms of what to expect.
Very much so. Very
Yes.
much so. And I believe anyone who has been hesitant Anyone who's sitting and pondering, boy, do I really want to be there this year? Do I want to come back for those who have done before? I think that should honestly get them geared up and ready for it.
I hope so.
Yes,
I hope
it
so.
does.
And we've lowered the price this year. So last time it was $30, you got a t-shirt. This year it's $15. People have asked why we're not giving t-shirts. For us, it's more about coming out in support. There's so many different colors. Every cancer is represented by a different color. Every month is a different cancer that's recognized. We leave it up to you. So if you are Team Pink, you can all come in different shades of pink representing breast cancer. If it's in recognition of somebody who has been diagnosed with colon cancer, that color is royal blue. You can come in different shades, different designs. Be creative. Come in your wig. Come with your nails done in navy blue or whatever. Just make it fun.
I think that's a nice trade-off.
I mean, so.
you get a cheaper cost, but then now you could be more creative.
You can be more creative. And if you really wanted, to spend the $30, you can donate the additional $15 to us.
Because why not?
Because why not?
Exactly.
And the
It's all for a
school
good cause.
kids, anybody who's still a student, is $10. We want you to participate. So the basketballers, the cricketers, the athletes, y'all fit already. So just come and just, spend 6 hours with us.
Exactly.
It's for a worthy cause. There's nobody in
Exactly.
St. Lucia that, who really does not know or know of somebody else who has been diagnosed with cancer. And we just never know who's next.
Honestly
We
speaking.
hope it's not us, but let's not wait until it's one of us to understand what the movement is about and why there's a
Exactly.
need for the volunteerism, the support.
Exactly.
So it really is an appeal. So survivors, we welcome you. You can call us at the Cancer Society. You can email us. You can WhatsApp us. You can check us out on our website, www.stluciacancersociety.org. Our numbers are 452-1538. 461-1538. We're on social media, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. Just look us up, sign up, all the information is right there. And we are waiting to see you along with DBS.
We really are. And of course,
On Saturday.
DBS, we are always in full support
Our
of the
gold
Lucia Cancer Society.
sponsors,
Of
yes.
course.
There's a quick mention. Our gold sponsor is DBS. Our silver sponsors, RCI, Bank of St. Lucia, and The Wave. And our bronze sponsors, RevUp, Flow, National Lotteries Authorities, CIP. So I want to say thank you. And we have lots of signature sponsors and partners and friends. And a special big up to the volunteer groups at St. Joseph's Convent and Leon Hess Secondary Schools. You are wonderful. You've designed all of our bags. And you're coming out in support to volunteer and make this phenomenal. So we really want to see everybody out there. And we promise you, if you can only come, so our Seventh-day Adventist persons who are interested, but we understand it's your Sabbath. When it's the candlelight ceremony, it's sundown. So make your way to the VT field and join us for the luminaria ceremony.
For us guys, it's a full day of activities, and I believe there is something there for everyone at the end of the day.
Definitely.
Let's not make any excuses to come and support at the end of the day. Whether at least everyone, if not you being a survivor, at least having a family member or someone you know who has had cancer, or you understand. So let's make the joy effort, guys, at the end of the day. All right, DBS family?
Yeah.
Yes, you I'm talking to. You're right there. Don't turn around, you I'm talking to. All right, Doc, thanks so much again.
Thanks for always
and
being
of course,
part of
we're
what
looking
we do.
forward to Saturday, of course.
Thank
all right?
you.
It's
See
DBS
you
morning.
there.
Stick around, we'll be right back. And of course, St. Lucia, with that, all good things must come to an end. But just for today, because tomorrow, oh my goodness, tomorrow is Friday, and I'm already excited for you guys. But before we get there, let's not rush ourselves. Let's take our time, enjoy Thursday. When you rush things, you could mess it up. We're not messing up anything here. Everyone is a winner at the end of the day, all right? So drink some water, and I hope you did some yoga or Zumba with Trevor Lawrence right before this. You didn't, huh? I know you didn't. It's disappointing me, man. But that's small things, man, all right? Go out, have an amazing day. Drink some water and mind your business, or mind the business that pays you, all right? And I'm just talking currency. I'm also talking good values, all right? Have an amazing day, St. Lucia. And tomorrow, same time, same place, catch us right back here on DBS This Morning. I'm your boy Vision. Peace. Have a good one.